Hello everyone. In this video, we will explore Hypershot, a tool for managing scene states in Blender. Unfortunately, Blender does not have a built-in shots system. To work with different versions of a scene, artists usually have to save many separate blend files or manually change settings every single time. Hypershot was created to bridge this gap. It allows you to create snapshots of your scene called shots, and you can switch between them instantly or start a batch render. The installation is standard. In Blender Preferences, go to the Add-on section, click Install from Disk, and select the add-on file. That's it. The tool is ready to use. You can find the control panel in the End panel on the right, under the Hypershot tab. Let's create a few shots. Once you do, you will see buttons to expand the interface.
Inspector.
This is where you find all settings for the active shot. Groups. Here, you can create groups to link your shots. Filters. Tools to keep your list clean and organized. And Render. This is for starting a batch render and monitoring the progress bar and queue. The interface is fully modular. You can open only the blocks you need right now to keep your workspace clean. Let's look at what data each shot can save. As you work, every shot remembers the visibility of your collections and objects. For example, in shot 1, both objects are visible. In shot 2, only the first object is visible. In shot 3, only the second one is visible. When you switch between them, the scene updates instantly. When your project has hundreds of collections and thousands of objects, changing setups with a single click is a huge boost to your workflow. Let's look at the inspector. By default, the first shot is a still. Its main setting is the still frame. This is the specific frame that will be rendered later. If you change the type to animation, the shot gets a length and timeline markers. You can use the start, end, and duration settings to set the length. If you already know the duration, for example, 50 frames, just type it into the duration field, and the add-on will calculate the range for you. Each shot also saves its own active camera. Select shot 1, camera 1 activates. Select shot 2, camera 2 activates. It's that simple. The same works for worlds. You can create different environment setups, like day and night, and assign them to specific shots. You can also give shots a status tag to track your progress visually.
Instead of showing many settings you don't always need, Hypershot lets you choose only the parameters you want to change. Imagine you want to change the samples for only one specific shot. Right-click on the samples value and choose Hypershot Add Override. Now, this shot has its own individual setting. A badge icon appears if the shot has render overrides. When you switch to other shots, the settings return to default. When you switch back, your custom samples are active again. You can override any render setting this way. This approach keeps the add-on panel clean because you only use the settings you actually need. For convenience, the most common settings are already available in the Favorites panel. What if you need an object to be in a different place for one specific shot? Right-click the object in the viewport and select Add Override. Choose Location, Rotation, or Scale. Now, the position of this object is unique to this shot. If your object already has animation keyframes, use Delta Transforms for overrides to avoid conflicts.
You can also add a material override. Right-click the material slot and select Add Material Override. Then choose a new material. Now, the object will look different in this shot, but will keep its original look in all others. In the Shot Output Path section, you can choose where to save your renders. There is a powerful feature here, Variables. Instead of typing paths manually for every shot, use the Add Variable button. Variables act like smart placeholders. For example, if you add shot name to the path, the add-on will automatically create a unique folder for every shot. This guarantees your files will never get mixed up. The Preview field shows you the final folder path and file name in real time. Now, let's look at groups. Groups are a lifesaver when working with similar shots. For example, in a scene with multiple camera angles of the same characters, you can create a group called Angle A. Set the visibility once and connect your shots to this group. Any change to visibility inside the group will instantly apply to all its shots. Let's look at an example. Several shots are part of the same group, Angle B. We changed the visibility in one of them. Let's hide the kitchen. As a result, the change affects all the shots because they belong to the same group. Thanks to groups, you don't have to set up these shots individually. By default, a group also shares a single camera and world. You can unlink them if you want to keep the same visibility, but use a different camera for each shot. You can also use solo mode to hide other shots from the list, or change the group color to stay organized. When your project grows to 20 or 30 shots, the list can become hard to read. The Filters block helps you stay organized. You can hide finished shots, or show only those marked for rendering. This helps you focus only on your current tasks. In the Addon Preferences, you can enable a useful feature, Save 3D View Position. This option remembers your exact viewport position for every shot. This saves a lot of time when you are working on specific, hard-to-reach areas of your scene. Now let's see how to manage your shots. Actions are divided into quick actions in the main list and advanced actions in the inspector. In the quick actions, you can select the shot's camera, open its output folder, or lock the shot. A locked shot is untouchable. It ignores any changes you make to the scene, preventing accidental edits. To lock or unlock all visible shots at once, hold Shift while clicking the lock icon. For more options, click the Options icon in the inspector. Duplicate Shot. This creates an exact copy of the active shot with all its overrides and cameras. Copy and Paste Data. This is a powerful system for transferring settings. You can copy data from one shot and apply it to another. A window will appear asking exactly what you want to paste: visibility, overrides, output paths, etc. If you check the Apply to All Selected box, you can update many shots at once. Set up one shot, then paste its settings to all others. Move up and move down. This lets you change the order of the shots in your list. Create Collection. This creates a new collection in the outliner with the shot's name. This collection is automatically hidden in all other shots and only visible in the current one. It's the perfect place for unique objects for the shot. Delete Shot. This permanently removes the shot, its data, and its markers from the timeline. To render your shots, open the Render panel, select the shots you need, and click Render Selected. A window will open showing your render plan. In the first column, we can see the shot type, whether it's a still or an animation. In the Found on Disk column, you can see the result of the Smart Scan. It scans the output folder for every shot to see which frames are already finished. The Job Type column shows how the add-on will handle the render. Full, the folder is empty, so the add-on will render everything. Missing, it looks like the render was interrupted. The add-on will only render the frames that are missing. Skip, if all frames are already on your disk, the shot will be skipped. If you want to replace existing files, use the Overwrite toggle. Once everything looks correct, start the render.
During the process, you will see the queue, a progress bar, and the estimated time of arrival. Keep in mind that the built-in progress bar works specifically for animation shots, while for standard still shots, you can simply rely on Blender's native progress bar as usual. For your convenience, a mini panel has been added to the timeline and dope sheet headers. This allows you to switch shots even if the main add-on panel is hidden. When you create an animation shot, the add-on automatically places start and end markers. These markers sync instantly if you change the shot's duration, and when you activate a shot, Hypershot sets the playback range and centers the timeline. You can configure your shot's start and end exactly as you wish, but for even more flexibility, new shots automatically add gaps, which are empty frames between animation shots. In studios, these are often called handles or tails. Experience shows that the final edit often changes from the original storyboard, and you might realize a shot needs to be a bit longer for the right rhythm. If your shots were placed back to back with zero space, changing a shot's length would be a nightmare. You would have to manually move all keyframes for every object in all following shots. But thanks to these gaps, you can change the length of individual shots effortlessly. If you prefer not to use timeline automation, you can disable it in the preferences and use your own workflow. Finally, let's look at the Addon Preferences. Here you can customize the tool to fit your specific workflow. Let's go over the options. Here you can change where the panel appears, either in the viewport or in the timeline. You can name the panel whatever is convenient for you. Tracking allows you to disable visibility tracking if you don't need it. Viewport position enables saving the viewport angle and position for each individual shot. Progress bar turns off the progress bar in the interface. Disk scan disables the folder scanning feature before rendering. Switch to solid mode automatically switches all viewports to solid mode before rendering. Gap between shots. Set the default number of empty frames between new animation shots. Use timeline markers. Completely turns off the use of markers on the timeline. Set up shot range. Automatically sets the start and end playback frames when you select a shot. Go to current frame. Automatically centers the timeline view on the active frame. Full reset. A button to completely delete all Hypershot data from your current file. That's it. We hope Hypershot helps you save your most valuable resource, time.